Hey, Bolo Buddies. Thanks for watching. I just want to start by saying this first one totally would have walked past it. Bought it for 10 and sold it for 450. And nope, wouldn't have picked it up. And I'm going to tell you why. So in this video, we're going to talk about big money bolos, items to be on the lookout for, items you can hopefully buy low and flip for a profit. I'm going to tell you where they got it, what they paid for it, and what it sold for. This is my Bolo Buddies Facebook group. If you're not in it, come on over and join for free. We talk about all things reselling with a focus on bolo items, items to be on the lookout for. In the description of the video at the top, it says Linktree. You can find the link to the Facebook group there. And once you join the Facebook group, at the top of the group, there is a post that will say share your best bolo. If you share a bolo, I will feature it in a video like this. The first one totally would have walked past it. Why? There is no way you're getting this girl to ship those. No way. No way. Okay, so maybe if I researched it and knew what they go for, maybe I would have taken it to like a little pack and ship place and let them do that, but no way. Wow. Wow. Or local pickup would be good. It looks like they charged $150 for shipping, and that was through UPS. What do you guys think? Would you have picked it up or walked past it? She bought them at a estate sale for 10 for both, $5 each. Took a what language was that? Took a couple months to sell, but they sold for 450 plus shipping. A little this and a little that on eBay. I love that store name. Great flip. I want to know, did you do local pickup or did you ship these yourself? If so, comment below and let us know, how did you do it and did they arrive safely? The next item comes from Geek Nurse Treasures, and she is now selling on Whatnot. So go check her out, Geek Nurse's Treasures, over on Whatnot, but she also sells on the platforms. And she is fabulous. And I have bought stuff from her, and she has great items. So be sure to follow her. If you're not on Whatnot, I do have a referral link down below where you can get $15 to shop if you use my link to join Whatnot. So I'm selling over there. Lots of people are selling over there. So check it out. It might be a good fit for you to either sell your stuff or buy things to flip. And I'm Bolo Buddies over there. So check it out. Join with that referral link down below to get that 15 to shop. So fun thing about this, she bought this on Whatnot from Catfeel and Thrifty and sold it on Etsy for $375. So you want to know what she paid for it? Let's talk about it. She said, I absolutely love Whatnot to find treasures and absolutely love collecting and reselling vintage jewelry. She said, I usually pick up pieces I have a feeling that a piece may be special. Sometimes instincts pay off. I was watching Cat Feeling Thrifty on Whatnot and saw this brooch, picked it up for a little over $5 because it was different and unique. After some research, she found similar on the internet to be a Countess CIS Zorowski, I don't know how to say it, who was a designer from Poland, but this piece was not signed. And sometimes the artists sign things, sometimes they don't. This was tricky to sell because did not want to post as authentic since it had no tag, so listed as in the style of. Now, again, you have to be careful of also doing that, but by her research, it looked like it was. So she said her strategy was to first place on eBay as an auction at a lowest price she would accept, which she did and got no bids. She then placed on other platforms at $375 and knew there may be someone who knew the piece was authentic. So, if not wanted the piece so much, they would pay the price. Posted on several platforms for $375 and in less than 3 hours, received an offer for $325. She was asleep. When she woke up, the same buyer paid full price. So always go with your instinct when you feel a piece you have is something special. Thanks again for your motivational videos and encouragement. Since I'm now retired, in addition to eBay, Etsy, and Posh, I will be starting live auctions. And she is currently doing live auctions on Whatnot. She said, I've always wanted to share my treasures for years on a live platform and so glad I have the opportunity. Again, this is Geek Nurse's Treasures. So yeah, she's got really good instinct on buying. So I'm guessing if she posted this and it sold within 3 hours, that it was a probably Countess piece, just unsigned. But yeah, she bought it from Catfeel and Thrifty on Whatnot, and flipped it on Etsy for $325. So make sure you're following Cat Feelin' Thrifty also. You guys have heard me talk about her. She has an awesome Whatnot. She has such beautiful vintage jewelry. So this is also from Geek Nurse's Treasures. Greenberg's Guides, Lionel Trains, 1987 to 95. Motive Power Rolling Stock hardcover. Found this book at a thrift shop for $3.99, half off. Had it listed for $99. And Lionel Train subject matter is a bolo, she said. There it is. Here is another one, and she sold this on eBay. Antique Staffordshire poodle porcelain figure. Found this antique Staffordshire porcelain at a estate sale for pennies since I purchased a big lot. Researched and found out that folks collect these doggy figures. Had posted on eBay for $125, let it sit for 8 months. Purchased for full asking. The buyer provided positive feedback and told me his wife had been collecting these figures for years. Always pick up pieces that you feel are special and one of a kind. There it is. The next item is this Native American seed bead leather belt buckle piece. Purchased a lot of seed bead jewelry online, $24.90 for all of it. This beautiful piece belt buckle was included. Have sold 2 pieces in the lot for $45, and the belt buckle sold on auction for $24.99. Several pieces listed and have already almost doubled money. eBay store is Thrifting Addiction. Also on Instagram. Thank you, Courtney, for making these videos. Thank you for sharing your bolo. This is a 1963 Barbie and Ken Little Theater Play Scripts book, MCM. Found this in a dresser at an estate sale. Got it for $1. Sold same day for $94.99. Love vintage ephemera. My eBay store is My Post Nurse Life. Very cool. New Old Stock Dimensions gold collection. Yeah, look up the gold collection if you see them. Some of them go for crazy money. She got this for $1, sold it for $64. This next one is a 2023 Convade Rodeo 14-inch folding tilt recline wheelchair. So this one is a special needs wheelchair. Found at a thrift store for $20, sold in about 10 days for $1,599 plus shipping of $175. Best thrift store find to date. Wow. Wow, wow. I bet somebody was very happy to get that for such a good deal. I'm guessing that was a pretty good deal if it sold that quickly. The next item is this Aqua Bendita tunic swimsuit cover-up. We're going to go with swimsuit cover-up. Paid $9.99 at a local thrift, listed for $125, took a best offer of $100. So I will say there is a stock photo being used here. Some brands are very picky about stock photos, especially on eBay. I recommend using your own photo, just so you don't get any violations, but very cool.
Hi, Courtney. This is Tina, the Thriftaholic, and this is my bolo. So this is a Kleenex holder. You put the long, narrow, rectangular boxes in. It's from like the 70s, in case you can't tell, Flower Power. It's got scalloped edge, hinges, and holes in the back so you can hook it on the wall. And this cost me 25 cents at a church sale, and I just sold it for $40. So be on the lookout for something like this. Thriftaholic on YouTube as well as eBay. Happy hunting.
All right, you guys, I have more bolos for you, but after that video, I just want to say thank you to Tina for sharing, and that is called This Is My Bolo. If you guys would like to share a 30-second to 1-minute video clip with me that I can insert into one of my videos like this, please feel free to message me on Instagram or Facebook under BOLObuddies and just send me that video and I will include it. Be sure to tell me where you got it, what you paid for it, what it sold for, show the item, and be sure to shout out if you're on YouTube, whatnot, different selling platforms you're on and your selling name so that you can promote yourself. All right, let's get back to those bolos. A vintage Hot Wheels extra gold upfront 924 Porsche ski racks 164 die cast rare. Bought a bag full of matchbooks and Hot Wheel cars at a yard sale last year and maybe paid $3. There were a lot of them So about 15 cents each, if I'd be surprised. Turned around and tried selling them 3 for $2 on Whatnot with no interest. So she was doing 3 cars for $2 on Whatnot and didn't have any buyers. She said her husband said I should look them up because you never know. Imagine my surprise to have this gem in with others that averaged between 1 to 4 in value each. I almost let it go for pennies. Listed within 2 weeks, it was bought for full asking price, 60 or I'm sorry, 52.99. I will always look little things like this up before I make a mistake. You never know. I am Cool Mom, catch and release on eBay, Mercari, and Whatnot. So again, another Whatnot seller. Give her a follow, guys. You could have picked this up for 2 for 2. But because they didn't sell, she brought it to the platform and sold it for $52.99. The next is this Pokemon Soul Silver Nintendo DS outer inner box. No game, just the booklet. This is Cool Mom Catch and Release also. This one was a surprise for me. She said her daughter was going to throw this away as the game was missing. It also came with Poke Walker. That wasn't working. I asked for it because I heard sometimes people are looking for instructions in boxes for games they have. I was thinking an extra 10 to 15, why not? Imagine my surprise when I saw the comps. I replaced the battery in the Poke Walker and it worked. Posted for $135 and 30 minutes later got an offer for $120. 2 empty boxes, instructions, and a poke walker. Who knew? We'll never just throw out an empty box without investigating first. There you go. All right, the next one is this little keychain. And the reason I want to share this one is because it's a keychain. How many keychains do you guys walk past? Not a huge money bolo, but for a keychain, it's pretty fabulous. Cat's Adventures 77 on eBay and Mercari. Bought a large box of vintage toys, plush, and dolls on Whatnot for $2 plus $6 shipping. So she bought it on Whatnot and it looks like she sold it on eBay. So a bunch of vintage toys and plush for $2. Wow, that is a great deal. She said, I was the only bidder because the seller didn't show anything in the box and people thought it was junk, but I knew better. I've already made over 100 on things from the box and still have a lot more. This is a 3-inch vintage keychain from Japan. She sold it for $29.95. Yes, you can definitely buy things and flip them for a profit from Whatnot. So again, grab that referral link down below for my Whatnot and you'll get $15 to shop and go find you some treasures. Vintage musical Jolly Chimp clapping cymbal monkey, tested and working. Bought this at a yard sale for $2, sold for full asking of $200 in 2 days, and this sold on Mercari. You guys, if you're not cross-posting to the other platforms, definitely consider it. I use List Perfectly, been using it since 2019. Highly recommend it. There's lots of new features, so definitely go down to the description and check out my videos, my tutorials. But I do have a referral link. You can get 30% off your first month with coupon referral code bolobuddies and the link below. You can also use that to upgrade to a plan you've never been on. So those referrals and affiliates are down below. So check out the description for more information on that. This is a vintage Blinkies paperback. I'm sorry, pinback button. And it comes with the display. I got this at an estate sale. And let me see, where is my info on it? Huh. Where did I put it? I'm overlooking it. Hold on a second, guys. It was in a bulk buy, so I probably had, I didn't have very much in it. Probably maybe $1 or $2, but I did take a best offer. Oh, here it is. $50. I took a best offer of 50, which I'm shocked. I thought this was going to sell really quick and for a lot of money because it had the original stuff and it even lit up. So I don't know. $50. I'm happy. I didn't pay much for it, but was hoping to get a little more. This is one of those Puffalumps. If you guys don't know, look up Puffalumps if you see them. A lot of them sell for big money. This is your tag right here. And it's kind of like that parachute nylon material. I got this in a thrift store mystery box and probably $1 or $2. Sold it for a best offer of 40 and the buyer paid shipping. Here are more of these pastels. I got these at an estate Paid $5 for it. They sold super fast. Terry Ludwig pastels, definitely a desirable item. Sold it for $99.99 plus shipping. The last item, I bought this on Whatnot, and I want to say I paid $5 for it if I remember correctly. And I bought this from She Picker. If you're not following She Picker on Whatnot, definitely give her a follow. She sells jewelry and all kinds of things. She does house clean outs. So definitely can find some treasures. Sold this for a best offer of $49. It's a vintage AKA sorority brooch, artisan piece from 1993. It is collectible. And again, sold it for a best offer of $49 and paid $5 for it on Whatnot. So again, if you're not sourcing on Whatnot, you saw 3 examples of people that bought things on Whatnot and flipped them for big profits on the platforms. So Whatnot is where it's at, and I sell on Whatnot, so come see me on Bolo Buddies over there. We have a great time. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching.